Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the next run. I am still temporarily the host, but I will be leaving shortly. The next host, Double, will be here shortly, but for now, I'm going to once again pass it off to Rena. Take it away.
I'm back. I'm sorry, I'm back. Thankfully, we get to end our second day of Indiethon with a bang, I guess. I don't know. This game is gonna go wild, I promise you. Thankfully, it's gonna be short, it's gonna be sweet, it's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be super front loaded again. So get excited for that. But this is GundeadliGne. Uh, it is pronounced GundeadliGne. The G is silent. Don't ask me why. It is a parody of an already existing game called Undeadline for the Sega Genesis ? I'm pretty sure. I think that's where the name comes from. Do not quote me on that. And this is a quirky little entry in the Gundemonium series. A series of 3 shoot-em-ups that, when put together, tell a nice complete story about the early 1800s. I believe. I think it's like very late 1795 or something. Something like that. Oh, the gist is we alchemists finally got their stuff together and started making things actually happen. There was a big tech boom and a whole bunch of stuff happened, but we don't need to go into it. Trust me, I'll give you the spiel some other time. However, we do have to start the game. We're going to be playing as Eryth, first and foremost. Eryth is the hardest character in the game. Not by virtue of actually being a hard character. The other 2 characters are just ridiculous. Elixirol over here, she's the final boss from the last game of the Gundemonium series. Adequately, she was named Gundemonium, so kind of a big deal. She's on our side now, and she's just really good. She just gets all this cool tech that none of the other tasks gets, and it's just like, well, okay. She can do a lot of damage, she's very good. Her bomb's pretty good, too. Hard to complain. Nagi over here is a liar. The game will tell you that she is a specialist type for experts. However, she is a specialist type for nerds and newbies. Do not listen to the game tell you that this character is hard to play. Because of the way her mechanics work, I won't get into it, but you can make yourself permanently invincible through a lot of the attack patterns of the game, and you can turn your brain off and press one button. So, Nagi is off the list as well, and gets to play as Eryth instead, who is actually fun. Eryth has an interesting mechanic where she can dish out a lot of pain in bursts by overloading her guns. But don't let them overheat, because that's going to get real saucy real quick, and you're going to lose your firepower. She could also slow down time. It's fun. And for our goal for our mission today, we are going to be attempting... Huge emphasis on the word attempting here. To make it and beat the true last boss of the game. Triple X Lotus Blacker. Very fun boss. Absolutely not fair in the slightest. Our only requirement is that we make it through the final boss with 11 or higher phase level. And I'll get to what that means later. And by later, I mean as soon as I press the standard button. We're going to be playing on standard because it's reasonable. And I don't feel like tearing my hair out. And with that all out of the way, I think we're ready to get started, so get ready for 20 minutes of non-stop action. It will never slow down, to my detriment. Ugh. Think we're gonna count down? Not that we really need one, but formality. Yeah, I'll assume we're good. I'll assume we're all good on that front. So I'll give it a 3, a 2, a 1, a Yahoo. So to start out, phase level is going to be our keyword of the day. A lot of what I do is going to go into managing it. If you remember our talk from earlier, phase level is the game's rank. It's the number that makes the game harder, if you'll remember. For those who weren't around, rank is a sort of invisible number in the background that makes the game harder or easier, depending on how high it is. Ah! Alright, well, this is gonna get saucy. And managing rank in this game is very important, as you can tell. We're going to be doing a lot of things to manage our rank. Bombing is going to be one of them. Intentionally dying when we have the chance to. Also going to be one of those. And we're going to be trying our best to avoid raising phase level too much, though I can't make any guarantees on that. We might get a little saucy if the rank management gets a little out of hand. The things that increase the phase level, I just did one of them, is the death bomb, where you bomb within a couple frames of dying, which I accidentally did. Not fun. But what can you do? So our phase level is going to be quite high starting out. Very nice. Overheating the guns with Eryth here will also raise the phase level pretty high. It raises it by 2, actually. Getting altar breaks, which is just collecting a certain amount of gems and extending the level time, also does that as well. Unfortunately, we do need to get altar breaks for the first 3 levels, or the first 2 levels. Oh my gosh, our phase level is at 9. Are you kidding me? That's so not good. Kill me, thank you. Beating a boss of any kind also raises the phase level, so we gotta keep our eye on that. So I will intentionally take hits because I know I will be getting a life. I will also intentionally strategically bomb if I think it is going to make my life a little easier, because I know it also, oh, we're taking hits. I mean, that's not entirely a bad thing. It's okay. Taking hits is not the worst thing ever. And now we get to chill with our first boss proper. We're looking to throw out a bomb here. There we go. I want to get a little safe right now. Oh, in order to get this altar break, I'm going to have to feed off these missiles a little bit. Just for a little bit to get enough gems for the altar break. This is the only boss, really, that it's kind of hard to get an altar break on, that you have to intentionally farm gems for. At least the ones that we do in the run. Now we can kind of relax. There we go. For our bomb, I have chosen the Emerald Matrix, which I choose exclusively because its cooldown is really short. So, I have a little more freedom when it comes to manipulating the phase level. Just a little bit more. Not too much more, but it's something. And quite frankly, we take what we can get here. As a result, the bomb isn't too terribly strong as sort of the trade-off. Take a hit here, because we got a life up on screen. Oh, and the reason we are trying to get altar breaks right now is because if you get all of the altar breaks in a stage, you increase your maximum hearts by 1. And we are going to want all the lives that we can get. Somehow I did not get all of them in the last stage, so normally that would be a reset, but, you know. As you can tell, this run has already kind of gone to hell a little bit, which I guess is adequate. We are raiding hell. So, fair enough. But, we're just gonna have to deal with the consequences of our actions, which is unfortunate. It means we're also only going to have 4 lives for the end of the game, which is not cool. I don't know which altar break I missed. I think I just missed the last one, as I tend to. That one's awfully hard to get on the first stage. I don't know why. It's just a little rough. Hey. Yeesh. Nah. Oh gosh. Our face level's so high. I usually like it like around like 3 right now. So it's not the greatest. But that's fine. We're just gonna have to play in damage control mode. Got our altar break, very nice. We're pretty much set for the rest of the level, which is nice. Oh boy, it's been a hot minute since I've had to actually do this boss legitimately, because I kind of screwed up my bomb routing, but that's okay. Kill me. Come on. Thank you. Sometimes when you want to get hit, it can be a little hard sometimes, which is hilarious. Okay. Alright. And now El Dorado. We got our biker girls. I hope you are happy. They're quite fun. And by firing our little gears here, which are tied to our mana, we can get a lot of them knocked out and make this segment a lot safer. Thank goodness, too. I am floundering a little bit. Well, you know, see, I don't even see these patterns usually, so it's getting rough. But it's not all bad. In fact, I actually might delay this out a little bit just so I can get in another bomb. Jesus. He's level 8? Ugh. It's so high. I mean, I know it has to be high by the end of the run, but I'd like to relax a little bit. And we, for some reason, did not get all altar breaks. Again, I actually have no idea what happened, so we are pretty much locked out of additional lives, which is not fun. But just makes the run more intense, so yeehaw. There is one thing you can do with the Emerald Matrix that does get a little spicy. As you've probably seen throughout the run, you can take a hit here. And regain our life on Camel Clutch. Oh my, we're already at phase level 11. Not the place I want to be right now. We gotta get this puppy down ASAP. And I'm kind of struggling on ways to do that, actually. Once you kind of get high, it's kind of hard to come back down. I think I'm actually going to intentionally not get the altar break here. Normally, I kind of want to, but I'm not feeling confident right now. Wow, alright. Well, there goes the run, but we'll play it out. Yeah, I kind of expected this to be a little bit of a tragedy, but that's okay. So we will not be seeing our true last boss as we have continued. This run kind of got off onto a bad foot, and it kind of momentum, as it tends to do. Unfortunate. But what can you do? Sometimes you flop the run. It'd be like that. I kind of knew this would be a more volatile game when I submitted it, so that's how it be. But it does mean we can get a little spicy with the rest of the run. I don't have to care too much about phase level, because I don't have to care much about surviving. We're making it to the end, like it or not. So now we just get to be spicy with it. Like, I'm gonna dev bomb here. Is that a terrible decision? Oh, absolutely, normally it would be. However, I do not have the fear of death in my bones. And as such, I can do anything. Normally I would sit out on this boss fight. However, we are in the end times right now. So, quite frankly, I don't mind playing the boss fight out. This is Battleforge. The gimmick is it's a puzzle game. It's a wacky puzzle game too. Normally the issue with there we go. There's our altar break. Normally oh gosh. There we go. What's up, Michael? Aisha, sorry. Holy. There's Michael. What's up? How you doing? Michael's a little special. You don't see her often. But you have to deal damage to her by getting her in slow time. It's really strange. She's a weird one, for sure. And unfortunately, Eryth is kind of bad at doing damage. Yeah. So, it is not often you get to finish this fight. But that's okay. And now we get a little bit of a boss rush. First, we start out with Altar Weapon Wendy. Which looks like Altar Weapon Mandy, but I assure you, it's Altar Weapon Wendy. The font in this game is just weird. Whoa. That was a little quirky. Usually I like to have the boss done before the second wave comes in, but sometimes it be like that. No, I love this stage though. This stage is so fun. Fortunately, kind of do gotta. Oh, I did this kind of wrong. That's okay. Unfortunately, it does mean. Okay, there we go. I can chill a little bit now. Boss is still a pain. It's about the worst it's gonna get. There we go. Nice, nice. And lastly, we have Altar Weapon Equips, who is unfortunately very susceptible to getting shotgunned by Emerald Matrix, which is quite unfortunate. Will we see her unique gimmick? Who knows? That I like that attack though. Nope, we will not. And now we get a fight with Nagi, who is chilling. I don't know what she's doing here, honestly. Just a nice little rival battle. If you do play as Nagi, you get to fight Eryth instead. It's a pretty cool fight. Holy. Chill. Music's pretty good. This feels just like a Reimu and Marissa fight, though. Don't get me wrong. This feels right at home. For all my Touhou fans. And we should be able to finish this off, hopefully, before I have to think about it too hard. Thank you. Much appreciated. Phase level 10? Nice. And we finally come to the end of the game. The last Matrix. Look at this funny little jester. Oh, this is intense on higher phase levels. I forgot. Roslyn didn't stop it. Thank you. Now we have another wacky, quirky attack, courtesy of a ghost leg pole, I believe they're called, or an Amity lot. I've never known what these are called, but I know what they are. I promise. Trust me, I'm a professional. Thankfully, this attack is actually quite easy to dodge. Also, another phase that is susceptible to being absolutely blown out of the water by Emerald Matrix. Unfortunate. And now we come up to our final boss. Unfortunately, we will not be making it to true last boss, but that's okay. Sometimes it'd be like that. So we just gotta dodge and weave. It'd be kind of wacky if we got the Alta Break here. You can get an Alta Break. It's wacky. It's not entirely practical. But it is fun. Because oh boy does this boss give you gems. For free! Now we have a bit of an interesting attack here. Where you have to use these add-ons to dissipate the bullets so you have a way through. Unlike what I am doing currently. Oh, never mind. Going okay. Holy! Got a little late to that one. Darn. It'd be like that. We are quite high. This is like phase level 4 I like to be around. And here's where I rack it up to 11. And the way we rack it up really hard, if we were to try and get up to 11, is with our overheating our guns. Because it increases so fast. So you can kind of get your phase rank up pretty free. But you know, the patterns get quite intense. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. And this attack is wacky. We do get to basically stay in slow motion for the entire duration because we can just graze that much. Oh, Jesus. Get me out of here. Time. Get me out. Oh, as you can see, this game is a lot more volatile than Zero Ranger. Once it gets off on the wrong foot, it stays on the wrong foot, and it will continually sprain the wrong foot, making sure it's broken before landing on it from a 20-foot building. So, sometimes it'd be like that. But we did get a nice little showcase, and normally this is where I would tell you to buy the game. However, this is where I'm going to instead tell you to acquire the game through dubious means because you cannot purchase this game anymore. Not even in Japan. It's been taken off everywhere, and I don't know why. The developer promised remakes, but they aren't here, so I'm sad. And it's kind of left this game in the dust, which is really depressing. But if you do want to support the developer, and you happen to have a PlayStation 4 because the PS5 has no games, yada yada, you can buy the first Gundamonium on PS4. It's called Gundamoniums. It's the remake that he promised, but only for the first game in the series. But it's a very fun game. Highly recommend if you enjoy bullet hells to any degree. Come check this out. It's a small little effort, and it's nice. And if you want to play this game in specific, I can only tell you to get it through illicit means because that's the only option there is, unfortunately. Sometimes it be like that, but alas. Anyways, what a way to end the day. Yahoo, with complete abject and utter failure at the highest degree. But it's okay. You guys know I'm cool. I finished Zero Ranger. I'm cool, guys, right? Right? Please. Please. In terms of shoutouts, refer to the previous run I did. Thanks, Kiwi. Thanks, Shmups Discord. And thank you, Pladine Disposif. I don't know how to pronounce that name. For making such a wonderful game. Very fun. I actually really like this shmup a lot. Even if I completely floundered my run here because I am fully decompressing from the last run. I promise, this game's so fun. It's nice, it's short, it's sweet. Mwah! Brilliant. And hopefully I'll get back on it. With that, though, I can finally sleep. Unlike anyone else who's running the marathon. So, I'm gonna toss it over to you so you can not sleep.